When Josh and Amy went into care, Amy was 2.5 and Joshua was 3.5, and it was before Good Friday, the last day from nursery for the Easter holidays. And I'll never forget this day in my whole life. This Asian social worker comes round with this doctor or some woman, and she was from Pakistan or wherever she came from, and I couldn't understand a word she said, to be fair. And we had to remove the children from care, from nursery, because we didn't want the police to come round, or something like that. And we had to remove them from nursery. And it was just before Good Friday. And they told BJ, Barbara Dance, she wasn't allowed to come round anymore. BJ didn't agree with what Children's Social Services in High Wycombe done. Because social services had said I had a low IQ. If I had a disability, why didn't they they know Richard went to prison, right? So if someone's got a disability, why not help them, and why don't they get them divorced? Anyway, I went to all the court hearings on my own, without friends or family. Travelled from High Wycombe on the train to London courts. Social services never turned up. And I was always reading stories to my kids. And I did fruit, pineapple, and cut it all up and stuff. Apples and fruit. And it's all on my new YouTube about social services and Jack and Reuben and stuff. Anyway, it was pouring down with rain, and I phoned someone up. I can't remember who I phoned up. It was one of my neighbours, and I said, I'm going to take my own life. Goodbye. See ya. I was in my trousers and a t-shirt, pouring down with rain. Went under the gates from Brecon Way on the railway track, and I was going to take my own life. I couldn't stand it anymore. And Nick Chapman, who was a taxi driver then, he used to take drugs. Anyway, he was supposed to take me to see Josh in care, because he was a taxi driver. Anyway, he was in his late 40s. I was, late 28, 29, something like that. I'm a late 20s, 27, 28. And I tried to take my own life. The police came and I couldn't go through with it. I was going to jump front of a train, but I couldn't go through with it. The police were talking to me. And that's the real hardest, darkest time for me. Josh was 7.5, and he didn't recognise me in care in this children's centre. I wish that on no parent, when your son doesn't even recognise you anymore, and he was banging his head against the fireplace, and it was heartbreaking to see a young kid do that. I didn't know who to turn to, because I had no one to turn to. And I didn't know where to go, didn't know what to do. Should I stop the contact? Will it look bad on me? Is it Josh's interest? Everything. So I decided for Josh's interest to stop the contact with him, because he didn't recognise me and he was throwing his head against the fireplace in this children's centre. Amy's adoptive, when she was getting adopted, they had a party. It was me, Amy. God, I think she was like 3 then, 2. And they did birthday cake and all this party food, like it was a birthday party. And it was horrific. And just me, Amy, the adopted social worker, and this other social worker. and the children's centre place. It was horrific. How they make you absolutely bloody feel. I wouldn't wish this on anyone. And I did a t-shirt when I moved to Wales with Justice for Children in Care, and had a picture of Josh and Amy on the front. And yeah, I tried to take my own life. I swallowed pills like paracetamol and that. Got a knife and I was cutting up all up my arm, trying to take my own life and that. Then Nick moved in. I banned this girl from the house when I was pregnant with Jack, because he brought her drugs and I didn't allow drugs in my house because he was taking drugs. Anyway, his daughter messaged me. Her name's Charlotte Chapman. Anyway, Charlotte Chapman messaged me, "Oh, your kids are better off dead, Maddie, because your kids are in care." And my mental health went right down the bloody loo again. So I was phoned the police. They told me to walk out. So I walked out, phoned all the helplines under the sun, and I went up to Nick's mum's house. Oh, Nick's daughter's her parents have broken up and divorced, and she got away with absolutely everything under the sun. She smoked underage in my house. I put no smoking signs up, and she got away with everything. She stole, and she bullied me. She lied about me, and she got away with absolutely everything. Lied to the police about me. I flattened her car tyres, which I never did, and yeah, she got away with it. And then I moved to Wales, and then she phones me. I'm a spoilt brat, Maddie. Oh, I can get away with anything. I'm a spoilt brat. I don't get told off. I blocked her, didn't argue or anything, but I felt fuming and that. So I blocked her, and Nick stopped me talking to the boys, and he gets away with everything. I remember exactly what he done, and I did loads for his family, and his mum said, "I'm going to make sure you hate my family, Maddie. I'm going to make sure you hate my family," which she did. And I made her a stocking at the children's centre for Christmas, handmade. I did loads for his family. I brought Charlotte clothes. I put a roof over her head. Yeah. And for someone to lie about me and to do what they get away with is unbelievable. There's no justice in this country, and I should have got compensation from Nick and social services and Charlotte, to be fair, but no solicitor would help me. And yeah, the court system, and it's unbelievable. And someone lied about my gran dying, which she never died then. It is unbelievable. And for your own son to not recognise his own mum, it's heartbreaking. And I've supported kids in care. And I had one message from a girl saying, "Thanks, Maddie, for everything you've done for me." And I've even now on TikTok, I've got people in care that have messaged me and saying thanks for their support, my support. And, you know, this is why I'm on TikTok, to show that I care and support them through everything. And I wouldn't get them to hate their mum or dad, which I don't know anything about their parents. But at the end of the day, and if they want to know their mum and dad, that's fair enough. But if they feel safe on my TikTok and they want to talk to me about whatever, they can talk to me. It's up to them. And I always will be there. The doors are open on TikTok for anybody. And I do try hard to get back to people, but sometimes not always. But I'm constantly try my best. And this is what this is all about. It's people knowing my bit of story, my life, so I can help others, men and women, if that makes sense. So yeah, Nick's got me to hate the boys. I gave Charlotte money. She skived off school. Ha ha, very funny, Maddie. It looks like me. I know it was her, and she was on her own. She smoked underage. Accused me for buying her fags underage. I'm a very, very nice person. Will help anybody, but I will not have lies about me. So justice will come in the end. I hope. And those girls and boys in care, my heart goes out to you, and the doors are always open.